Hi there.
Hi.
This year marks the 130th anniversary of Chicago's World Fair. So it's a 400-year celebration of Christopher Columbus's arrival in the New World back in 1492. And 3 Pittsburghers played a key role in this fair, Andy. Tell us more about it.
You're right about that, Celina. Millions of people flooded to Chicago to see what America could do. In 1889, the French had a world's exposition in Paris. They built the Eiffel Tower. Now, what could the Americans do? Well, 3 Pittsburghers, H.J. Heinz and George Westinghouse and George Ferris, stepped up. Heinz had a huge exhibit of all of his products and came out with the pickle pin. Over 1 million people went away wearing that pickle pin.
I love my pickle pin. I wear it all the time.
George Ferris, an engineer here in Pittsburgh, said, Eiffel Tower, I could make an Eiffel Tower, put it on a pivot and spin it around and let people ride on it. And he invented the Ferris wheel.
This is a big one, though.
It's really big because each of those gondolas is the size of a railroad car. 60 people could be on each one.
Wow.
Millions of people rode that Ferris wheel, as they called it. It was the hit of the fair. But the amazing thing about the fair is that George Westinghouse illuminated it with electric light. This was unheard of. Nobody had ever had an outdoor fair that was illuminated with light bulbs and electricity. 250,000 of them lit the Great White Way.
And this is a fun area too in this exhibit because it's interactive. If we touch something,
yeah, here, this is George Westinghouse's desk, and he'll answer 300 questions. But one of the questions he'll answer is, what about that Thomas Edison guy? We thought he invented the light bulb. Well, he did invent the light bulb, but it was George Westinghouse that made it practical with alternating current, AC. That's what you have in your house today. But Edison wouldn't sell Westinghouse any light bulbs. He had to invent his own on the fly just in the nick of time. And he had guys changing light bulbs every day because his were burning out. But it was an intense rivalry between these 2 great inventors, Edison and Westinghouse. And that's how the electric chair was born, because Edison wanted to discredit Westinghouse, so he used Westinghouse's generators to make a chair that could electrocute people. And he sold it to the state of New York for executions. Well, Edison didn't get the last word because Westinghouse said, hey, those may be my generators, but that's not my chair. And that just shows you how inventors could be ruthless in a cutthroat kind of business.
Absolutely, and it's always really cool to learn about the Pittsburgh connection as well.
There's always a Pittsburgh connection, isn't there?
There's always a Pittsburgh connection. We'll send it back to you guys in the PTL studios.
Wow, that's so amazing. So many firsts here for Pittsburgh, everything from pickle pins to electric lights. And as Celina said, this year marks the 130th anniversary of the World's Fair in Chicago. So you can learn more at the Heinz History Center. Details are on our website.